off until I get.
Oh, it's okay. You can sit and talk. You don't have to mute yourself. It's all good.
Oh, okay.
Just because you're not in the game at the exact moment, don't mean nothing. It's all good. I don't know. Should we switch back? I'm gonna switch back to shorts. I think after we're done with this deck, because longs are kind of getting to be a pain in the butt.
Oh yeah.
I'll finish this deck that we have right here, with the processor, and then I'll clean up the little bits. What are we cut? 15s? Is that what we're cutting to? No.
Are they 15s?
I don't know. That's what my processor says. 15. I'm gonna run one out and see what it gets to here. Are we past the deck yet?
Oh yeah, they're 15s.
Yeah, it's 15. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
As long as I'm cutting to the right size.
Yeah.
Just be taking a chance here. Cut whatever.
I have been experimenting with the sizes. For whatever reason I never really tested out the long loggers yet. So
okay.
When I got into it, for some reason I was like, 12s will do, right? 12s, yeah, that'd be fine.
A little too tight.
Fine. A little too tight.
Yeah.
Way too tight. There was only like 3 inches sticking out both sides. I'm like, ooh, that's a little too close.
You can do it, but it's a little bit of a rough one. No, I think 13s were the lowest I did in my testing. But that was the big requirement. Everybody said they wanted something for doing the extra long logs, and I was like, okay. And I mean, anything less than 13, you can just put on the hay rack anyway. So I think that's it for what our pile here, isn't it? I think so. Unless there's more that I'm missing. Yeah, no, that's it. Okay, so I'm gonna move up just a teeny tinch here. And then I'll start a new deck right up here, and I'll start doing shorts. We'll go down to 6s, probably. Yeah, 6s are good. 6s are easy.
Yeah, I just picked up some pedals too.
Oh, nice. Pedals are fun.
But I haven't hooked them up quite yet. I haven't gotten a chance to do it, but been waiting to do it. But I noticed it's the ones that you recommend on your website. It's
those Logitech ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good. I like them. They're just really sturdy. I owned a set of the Thrustmaster ones, and I might have just got a bad batch. No offense to Thrustmaster, but that pair, like, I did 1 or 2 twists or 3 twists on it, and it just went snap, broke in half, and I'm like, no.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'll put it on Logitech though. Logitech does have a sturdier build than Thrustmaster does, in my opinion. Now I just wish Logitech built actual ambidextrous joysticks, then we could look into it a bit more. But you know what? I've had this set of joysticks from Thrustmaster. I've had these for it's got to be almost 4 years now, and they're still working. I mean, they are Frankenstein. Like, I have mutated them drastically since buying them, but I just cannot believe that they're still working. I figured they would have toasted out a long time ago. But nope. They're still here. Still going strong.
They got the 16,000s or whatever it is?
Yeah, the T16. I had the green ones originally, and then I got the orange ones. And I mean, it's the same joysticks, really not a big difference, but the green ones were good too.
Oops. Come on.
These trees are backwards here. You have to get Maverick for this. I think he was bunching last time. What are you doing, man? You put my trees backwards. Well, in the update on Friday, the trees get a little bit of weight increase.
Nice.
It's actually a lot better.
Is that the DLC that's supposed to come out?
No, just my own update.
Okay.
On this Friday. Yeah, I don't know about the DLC. What's gonna really change with that? I don't think anything is gonna change physics-wise. To be honest, I think it'll be exactly the same. They're just gonna have new content.
Yeah.
That's my guess, but.
To the blog, it kind of sounds like they're getting different trees, though. Different kind of trees.
Yeah, different shaped trees, which is actually huge news for us, because that'll be pretty fun to have.
Yeah, they're kind of chunky looking from what I saw.
Yeah. Well, and just different look, right? Like, that's huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because even us as modders, we can go in and change the textures, but at least we have a new base kind of to work with. As long as the trees don't have the stupid ass physics that the other ones did with the huge, well, the ones that I complained about, right, with that huge gap of physics that you can't see. So then when you try to stack them all in the truck, it looks like there's a big visible gap between them. If they have that again, I'm personally going to write them a letter, and we're going to have a discussion because it's getting out of hand. But I'm hoping they corrected that this time.
They'll hire you. They'll hire you just to, figure that out.
No, there's no fear of them hiring me. That's for sure. I get the impression there's not a lot of love for FDR logging from them. But then again, that's just my impression. But I think it's because I shit all over their mod hub process that one time, and I don't think they like me after that. But it was also bullshit, so I don't really care. Their mod hub process is a bit of a joke.
Yeah.
And to hell with consoles. Like, I just don't care. It's like, give us all the same capabilities to put mods out, or don't offer the platforms. I don't know. As much as I want to be civil on that, that's just like, it's just such a stupid way they did it. Right. But, you can blame, it's not just Giants, you can blame Sony and Microsoft for that one too. Because, in case I ever hid, Trojan viruses or something in my mods, then I could get them in real easy if they didn't have the mod hub process. That makes sense. Sure. Let's go with that.
But, speaking of like the mod hub process, it's just a pain in the ass in general to put on the mod hub in general.
Yeah, it's just, you have to it's not even so much of it like the actual models themselves, because like everything's UDIM now, everything's pretty well set up. I mean, most of the stuff, texture and model wise, I think would pass on console. Yeah. It's just that you have to dumb down the machine so poorly. Like weights you have to drop so significantly, and physics you have to change, and you can't do certain things, and it's just like And then really at the end of the day, even if you do all of that stuff, it's still up to whoever is judging the mods from the mod hub group. So even if you do everything they ask, and Chad's a really good Mithras Catalyst, he was the one who made a bunch of maps and all kinds of stuff, Chad, right? But he was a prime example where he submitted multiple things of the exact same setup and got different answers every time. So obviously, like, one passed, he made one tiny change that didn't affect it at all, and then it didn't pass. And he's like, well, why? Like, this is the same mod. All I did was change this one thing that's not even, like, a big deal, and now it's not passing? Like, what the hell? So there was just a lot of, like, kind of hokey back and forth on what passed and what didn't, and that kind of was upsetting. But I've heard that from multiple modders, not just us working with them. But I like it. I like being able to put out my own mods. That and scheduling, I know exactly when my mods are coming out when I release them. I set that term. I don't, no one else does.
Yeah.
With them, it's like, well, I don't know. It could be out next week, or it could be out in like 3 months, depending on when it passes at Mod Hub. It's like, I can't run a mod group on that. That's stupid.
Yeah.
FDR?
Yo!
Hey, I was wondering, so I'm trying to log in, and it's saying a bunch of them are unavailable, like Terrafarms, Player Superstring.
Oh, those ones? So if you go to... Sorry, one sec. What is it
I have that same problem.
So go
with
to...
Terraforming Super.
Yeah, go to... so in our chat under Logging Crew, go click on Server Info Channel, and then at the very top there's... Well, actually, I don't even know if you need to go to the top. It's not pinned, but it's at the very top of like the chat. Yes, those ones. So download all of those, and then put those in there, and then it'll work. But that's just the extra stuff that we use.
Oh yeah, they're active now.
Okay.
They're not my mods. That's why I couldn't really include them with the website download. Well, I mean, I could, but obviously they're not mine, so I'm not doing that. But
so I'm gonna have to actually get out of the game again before because it won't let me.
Yeah, no worries. Got lots of time, no rush. It's all good.
I think I may.
You think you what?
I think I may have killed the log truck driver.
Oh, I dropped one on the cab.
Yeah, the logs are...
He's fine. Just tell him to roll around. He'd be aight. It's all good. I should probably get that grinder over here and do some cleanup too. There's a lot of crap laying around. Probably from our multiple processing sessions that we didn't pay attention. But yeah, well, that and with the new log weight update, the logs settle a little bit nicer when you drop them. They don't bounce around as much. So again, lots of feedback, lots of emails from people saying that just the trees are a little too light, like they're really fluffy. They fly around way too easy when you're operating or even doing stuff with them. So I didn't bump them up like a crazy amount, but enough to give them a little bit of a like feels like you're actually working with logs. So
Yeah.
but I got a little video coming out tomorrow morning that discusses all that, and then Friday should be release day.
Cool.
Yeah, it's really not that many changes. And 1.09 is the next one, and I didn't do a whole lot. I mean, we've got the core dynamics of the physics and stuff pretty much right where I want them. I don't really have a lot of stuff I want to change on those anymore because it's actually working really well. Just a little bit of log weights, but the machines themselves are running really, really well. And I just don't want to screw with that at this particular point in time anyway.
Right.
No, now I just want to focus on actual, like, content. So now that I've finally got the physics all, like, honed in and everything's kind of nice, I can start working on new machines, new grapples, new that kind of cool stuff. Because that's what I like doing. That's way more fun than trying to find a good balance in weights and blah, 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 blah. Stuff takes forever.
Right.
Instead, I get to bring new toys. New toys for the children. Like Santa. Just like Santa. Logging Santa.
It's even better.
Yeah, right? That's what I figure. That's what I figure. Huh?
Nice.
Oh,
Loading
somebody
that
made
now.
it. Somebody figured it out. Okay, while that's loading in, I'm going to run to the washroom here. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey, does anyone know why the terraform isn't working for me?
There should have only been 3 extra mods that needed to be downloaded into the mod pack. So what I did is I moved all the mods I had out of the mod folder and moved them into a separate folder on my computer, just so I don't mix them up. Some of them might be an older version versus a newer version. And then I moved just those 3 in, plus the rest of the mods, the map and the machines in there, and it worked fine. Because I know I have an old version of the map, so that you, at least that's what I do. Because I didn't want to update to the new version because of the issue of I didn't want to lose what I had previously, what I was working on the map, to the new version of the map, and I couldn't get a confirmation whether or not it would lose my progress, because I have quite a bit cut down on the old, the old version. But maybe FDR might be able to elaborate on that a little bit more, but no biggie. I mean, it's I like using the map. I just don't want to, now that I cut so much on it, I don't know if I have to start from scratch again.
Yeah.
Which is something I do not want to do. So we got to go and join the farm here. Now we're.
All right, did we survive?
Oh yeah.
Everybody got in safely, or at least slightly safely.
Not quite yet, but yeah.
Still working on it.
Yeah.
All in good time. I was thinking of our next episode. I might, well, not even an episode. I think I might try live streaming just for fun.
Oh yeah.
Well, I just want to test it out. Oh, my battery's dying. One sec here. God, these headphones sometimes, just right at the most opportune moments, they just. All right. Well, now I can't hear you guys. So if you have anything bad to say about me, now's the time before my headphones turn back on.
FDR
3,
smell.
2, 1. There we go.
What?
Oh, wait.
Nothing was said about it. Yeah, nothing at all.
I love doing that. And then I watch the video later, and I'm like, he said what? But no, I wanted to test out this this Action 4 streaming thing I've been using, and apparently it does really good live streaming, but I have yet to test it, so I was going to give it a shot. I actually set up a Twitch channel that I was just playing with, but it wasn't working right for that, so I don't know what was going on there. It doesn't seem to be streaming the content, so I got to look into that. So maybe after this episode, we'll give it a shot. And then we can yell at all the subscribers in the chat. And be like, he said what? Although Wednesday in the afternoon we may also have like nobody, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Well, we're getting some shorts piled up here now, so that's good.
Yeah. How many long logs can this thing take? You know?
I mean, I would say another 2 decent grapples for sure.
Okay.
But I mean, whatever you're comfortable with. I mean, shit. Put a handful on there. Who cares? Don't really matter. You're the loaderman, man. It's up to you.
Don't want to get this. Don't want to get this driver an overhide ticket. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
So I'm in the game now. What do you want me to do for you?
Oh, whatever you want, man. You
What
can,
so you see a buncher? You got a buncher open.
yeah,
You got
a bunch if you want. You want a bunch?
What are we? We're just cutting wherever this buncher's setting up right now.
Yeah, just kind of go away from the landing. Just make sure all your butts are facing back towards us. That's pretty much the name of the game.
Yep.
And then other than that, yeah, just have fun.
All right. So I'm a little rusty, so we'll see how this works here. But
if you don't practice, then you never become unrusty.
Well, you know what the problem is being summer, everybody's kind of doing their own thing. And,
yeah, true.
And then, so, you know, like, there hasn't been many people that have been logging, at least not on a couple of servers or friends that I have.
Yeah, yeah.
And so
everybody's farming.
You know,
summer farmers, or just not playing at all.
Yeah, I tried doing a little bit of farming, but also I've been playing a little bit of SnowRunner, so we've kind of been mixing it up a little bit. But
SnowRunner. Now, has the can you do logging on that one too? You can haul logs, I think, eh?
Yeah, there's some logging.
See, now we just need to mate Farming Simulator with spin tires and create a perfect child. That's what needs to happen.
I mean, I've been enjoying it, but I know like a lot of people that have at least been watching on Twitch, you know, because I've been streaming a little bit.
Yeah.
They enjoyed more of the logging part, and then when I started in SnowRunner, kind of lost a lot of people. They're still there, but just haven't been watching, you know. Kind of
yeah, fair enough.
So I'm like, well, I mean, I can't. It kind of gets a little bit boring when you're by yourself all the time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I still enjoy doing the logging, so.
Just a touch boring. That's why I like doing multiplayer logging, because at least we can, you know, I don't know, just keeps it all rolling, and you could jump from one thing to another without having to be like, oh, now I got to do this, and now I got to do this, and
right.
You can sit on one machine forever if you really want.
Yeah. Well, we had a couple people that even wanted to, like, some people wanted to do farming, some people wanted to do logging.
Yeah.
And so we were, you know, the people who wanted to do the farming, they would do the farm, and while we were logging, so at least you see.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So you can kind of mix it up, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, everybody kind of starts going in their own direction and doing their own thing, and then so it's kind of, I ventured off into SnowRunner for a little bit.
Yeah.
Went from there.
Yeah, I used to play like spin tires back in the day, but I never played SnowRunner. Had a couple friends that did it and said it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's just frustrating when you don't know what you're doing all the way. So
oh, I can imagine.
At least I'm frustrated.
Yeah, we got stuck. Sometimes we'd sit there for hours trying to get out of these weird stuck positions.
Yeah.
Man, what was with this one tree? Holy cow. There we go. Holy. Thought that one was never going to come out of the woods. Just build a stack here. I'm trying to keep the short stacks kind of further apart from each other so that they don't glitch out. There we go. Whoop.
It's starting to get dark out here.
Yeah, I see, eh? Oh, you mean in game or at home?
In game.
Okay, I was just like, I don't know, it depends where you are. I was just gonna say, yeah, I know we're starting to lose 1 hour or 1 minute of daylight every day or whatever the heck it is. We're going the opposite way now.
Well, it looks like there's some trees that are cut down, but then there's also they're all stacked up inside trees that are not cut down. So I had the flat turned on, but it's still not seeming to be bright enough here. So we're gonna try and finagle these.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's kind of a weird angle. It's really dense in here too, so we got to kind of open up a spot for you to lay them down, which we're kind of slowly doing here. Actually, I should do some landscaping here too. Landscaping. Construction, landscaping, painting. There we go. Paint you a little road here. Just trying to paint some little roads here.
How's your work been going?
Oh man, so busy. Just stupid busy. I mean, it's good. The paychecks are really pretty, but holy cow. Like, I did the one job, just because we're so short-staffed, I did the one job for 23 days straight, nonstop, 7 days a week. It was just nuts. And every day is like, yeah, ended up being like almost 15-hour days with the other job, and I'm just like, oh my god, I'm getting tired. But I think we're kind of back to normal now for, well, sort of anyway. Well, we had one, like I said, we're low staff, and then we had one coworker had a family thing happen, so she had to leave, and then there was nobody to cover, so they're like, well, I guess you're the guy if you want to do it. And I'm like, okay. So normally I'm a week on, week off, but I just went, yeah, almost 4 weeks straight. It was ridiculous.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. More than I wanted, that's for sure, but it was good because now I paid off all my debts. I have no debts. I don't owe any money to anybody, which is fantastic.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So now I can start saving and keeping the actual money that I work for, which is pretty cool. I haven't done that in like 10 years. But yeah, it's you kind of got to sell your soul for your past mistakes when it comes to that stuff, but that's the way she goes. It's so
Thankfully,
easy to get into debt, though.
Made those mistakes, though.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
My parents made those mistakes, and then I kind of learned from that. So I'm like, I was like always worried about that when I got married. I'm like, I don't want to leave my wife like that. You know?
Well, that's it, right?
Whatever happens, God forbid, but so.
Nope, I'm exactly the same. If I die tomorrow, my wife will be absolutely fine. That's the name of the game.
But so, you know, it was so nice even when I had that accident with my ankle.
Yeah.
You know, I had disability insurance too on top of it, so
right.
I got paid from work for workman's comp, but then also had disability insurance that paid for some of the other bills. You know, because they don't pay you full price. You know.
Well, that's it. Yeah. You get like 60% of your regular income or whatever the heck it is.
I think it was 80, but
oh, 80. That's even better.
Yeah,
but still, it's not full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it, you know, worked out decently, and it's like, you know, we really did lose money, but you know, I was gone for 8 months or 11 months on that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
A long ways.
Yeah, and then who knows, like what, you know, you never know what could happen any day, any time. And then, you know, you're lucky you got to go back and stuff, but that's not always the case for everyone.
Oh, believe me, they were getting to that point where what they call is you reach maximum medical, and that means you're not going to get any better, and this is all the best you're going to get. And if you can't perform your job, then they either try to buy you out or say you no longer can work there. So
sneaky,
luckily
hey?
I was able to. Yeah, no, like, believe me, it was pretty stressful, but you know, we're not still at 100%. We'll never will be, but we're able to work. That's all.
Well, and that's it, right? As long as you can actually go back. Because I know some people have had really bad accidents and they're done forever. Like, there's no way they'll ever be able to work again. It's just like, disability covers you for a little bit, but I mean, they'll do anything to get you off of that. They don't want you on that at all. Yeah.
We're working again. That's good. Good. Everything's going well. Just haven't gone on any vacations or nothing.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah. No, that's understandable. Don't worry, that'll come back. Don't worry.
Oh, I know. Well, you know, these friends of ours that work in the airlines, and they're like, you know, you get a ticket to go somewhere, and you might be delayed 3 times, and
jeez, eh?
I mean, you're lucky if you get on that flight. So,
oh yeah,
you know, because they're so short-handed even there. So, like, we don't even want to go anywhere because of that. And like, I don't want to sit at the airport all day.
Wow, yeah, 100%.
It's all right. Though.
Yeah, you just kind of work with what you got.
Yeah, just doing some day things and fixing things around the house, a little minor projects, and trying to enjoy a little bit of time off here.
Yeah, try. That's the key.
I know it becomes one problem after another. Little issues turn into big issues.
Always.
We met just so like my mom got a new phone today. And we said, oh, we'll bring it over and we'll get it all set up. And of course, it took 2.5 hours to sync the old phone to the new phone.
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Oh, yeah. Super fun.
Like, customer service, you know, I'm like, you get somebody that you can't even understand for one.
Yeah.
And then they're telling me something totally wrong. And then luckily my wife looked it up online and
figured it out
in 10 minutes. And when, you know, after 2 hours of messing with them online, they're on the phone.
Yeah, my grandma's got that. Got the One of the iPhones there. And yeah, it's kind of the same boat. Sort of just a lot of technology for them to learn if you've never really been in that world, right?
Yeah.
Makes it a bit tricky.
Right.
I thought I was pretty savvy on technology, and then I got my iPhone, and I'm like, what the hell?
Surprise! Yeah.
Well, even trying to like get like so some of the contacts downloaded, but not all of her contacts, and you know it's because some of the contacts are on the cloud versus some of them are on Yahoo.
Yeah, totally.
It was a mess. It was just a mess. So
yeah, it makes it really hard to try to keep up with that kind of stuff, eh? Do we have a grinder on anything laying around? Yeah, I think we got the tiger cat, right? Somewhere?
I didn't.
Tiger. There it is. I'm just going to walk around and do some grinding here while we all play catch up.
Yeah.
Where'd Ledger go? He disappeared. Past his bedtime. Here, I'm going to give us some new time of day here. GS set.
That'd be great.
Set time day. Or was it daytime set? No, time set. There you go. Yeah.
Like
Whoop.
Ooh.
Is that better or worse? Better.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah. It'll get better as the day progresses here. I love that you can do that. Because remember in 19, sometimes that didn't work super well. Became a bit of a problem. Oh, there's Ledger. He came back.
Yeah. Having a problem.
Welcome to the rest of our lives, my friend. What's going on? Not able to get in or what?
So it's something wrong with my computer. It's not the server or your mods or anything. It's so my FS22 is installed on my a different drive that has 3.34 terabytes of free storage.
Okay.
That's what 22 is installed on.
Right.
But when I try to install or move the mods to my mods folder that I just downloaded,
Yeah.
it says I don't have enough room.
Oh, that's weird. Is there something?
Yeah.
Does it have like system restore or something taking up that space? Because I've had that happen before. If you right click on the drive and hit properties, sometimes you have the option at the top under the tabs. It says like system restore. And sometimes it's taking up way more space than it needs to. That's just a prediction. I don't know. That could be other stuff too, but look at that beautiful load there, Larry. See, show that to your boss and then tell him to let you on the loader. Be like, see, if I can do it in this video game, I can do it in real life. Actually, it's even easier in real life, man. I'm not even joking.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Way easier. If you can load a truck successfully using joysticks in Farming Simulator, real life is like a joke. It's like, is this cheating? What's going on? The trees don't jiggle out of the thing. They all stay in place where you put them. It's kind of wild. Hard to believe, but it happens. Got a lot of wood down here. That's good. I'm just gonna get rid of all these little pieces because screw it. Multiplayer isn't meant
I
for
don't
the
see
little pieces.
anything on the reset.
On nothing for that, hey?
No.
If you right click on it, does it tell you how much space it has?
Yeah.
And it says it's full, or does it say it's space still?
Well, my C drive, my main drive, has 555 megabytes. But the drive that FS22 is installed on has 3.34 terabytes.
Well, I'm thinking it's probably trying to default to your C drive for install. So you might need to change it so that it's going to the other drive. That's my guess. So like when you go to, so you're trying to put the mods on there? Is that what you're trying to do? Like transfer them over?
Yeah.
And then when you try to drag it over, it says there's not enough room?
Yeah, when I try and put it in the mods folder, it says you need an additional 610.
You know what I'm betting's happening. So every time you transfer files, or at least from what I know, what'll happen is when you're transferring the files over to another drive, it'll temporarily hold those files on the current drive. It makes like a backup of them in case the drive fails, so it can revert them. So when you're trying to transfer them, it's probably trying to copy them just temporarily, but there's not enough drive space for it to copy them, because the mods are probably almost a gig or so, and if you only have 500 megabytes. So is there anything you can delete on your main drive, like drive C, to kind of clear it up a bit, just to give yourself an extra gig or something?
I just tried to do that. Here, give me a second.
Uninstall an old game or something?
Yeah, all my games are on my other drive too.
Oh, they're on the other one too, hey? How big's your drive C?
I'm not sure actually.
There's got to be something there. It's smoking all the goodies away. I'm just gonna chew up all these little pieces that I sorted nicely, but you know, we don't want them.
The total size of it is 222 gigs.
Oh, okay. Well, there's got to be some, maybe movies or something you got on there. Might be something that's. It's got to be getting used up by something.
Yeah.
Especially if it's 220 and you only got 500 megs left. Yeah, something's eating up all the goods there.
Alright, I'm gonna take this to the mill, and I think there should be enough just for one more load for
Sweet.
But
Oh, actually, hey, we're at the end of an episode. If you want to do a picture here. Picture!